Hey everybody, it's Lizzie and welcome to your next class. Today is all about the resistance band. This is a flow that is going to work the entire body that uses this resistance band. So don't expect a typical vinyasa flow. We're going to be stopping and setting up with this band. It's going to be short and sweet, but it's going to honor the practice to open and stretch, but also add a little strength into it. So go ahead and grab your resistance or booty band. I'm using this little small guy. This one's going to make a huge difference in certain movements, but if you only have a larger band, that's okay. And if you actually have one of those resistance bands with the handles, you can tie that together and tie it nice and tight with a knot and create your own resistance band that's circular. So anything that you can kind of create that adds resistance that is a circle, go ahead and grab it now, unroll your mat, and we'll meet back here. So we're actually going to start down on our mats without the band. We're going to find a nice, easy seated position. I like one leg in front of the other. If you want lotus or you want to stack, you are welcome to that. Spine is long, close the eyes, and just take a moment here. With every inhale, can you find length through the spine? With every inhale, can you feel the breath come into the nose, down through the throat, and fill up the chest and bring it all the way down into that belly, and then nice and slow, exhale it out. Use these inhales to bring in positive notes to yourself, positive intention, good vibes, good energy. Maybe you start to envision the sunshine, a beach day, something that feels good to you. With every exhale, can you exhale a little bit of self-doubt out? Can you exhale the ego out and negative self-talk? Let it all go. It has no place here on your mat today. Honor the strength that you have. Honor the strength that you're going to create. Send gratitude for the strength that you're going to create. Know that with every challenge, you find growth. Know that on the outside of your comfort zone, you find growth. Things are okay if they're hard. It's okay for things to be hard. It's okay for things to be challenging. It's okay to not know exactly what you're doing the first time or even the second time. It's okay to not be perfect right away. It's okay to not be perfect at all. We shouldn't try to be perfect at all. So knowing all this, wrapping yourself up in your own strength, your own love, and your own care, bring that with you today through your practice. One last deep inhale. And exhale here, let it all go. And let's go ahead and roll over onto our tabletop. Grab your band along the way. I'm going to take a moment to set this up. So step one foot in and bring it to the shin. And then step the other leg in. You can do this on the ground or you can stand up. And just bring it around the shin and the meaty part of the calf. And then lower down onto your tabletop. So shoulders are over the elbows, over the wrists. We have our hips over our knees. Our toes are untucked. Cat-cow on the inhale. Inhale for cow pose. Belly will drop. Chin will lift. Shoulders pull down. Shoulder blades pull together. Exhale, push into the hands, round through the spine. Tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, heart lifts. Belly drops. Exhale, dome it out. Create a little more space. Inhale, shoulders pull down, heart lifts. Exhale, feel the shoulder blades behind you expand and let a little bit more go. Inhale, come back through to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, send the hips up, downward facing dog. So take a few breaths to settle into your down dog here. Start to pedal the feet. Start to swing the hips side to side, whatever feels good. We're taking 5 full breaths in this down dog. Our fingers are spread nice and wide. Our fingertips are plugging into the mat. Our weight is not dumping into the heels of our hands. It's spread out nice and evenly. Our gaze is up towards the thighs. Our body's at upside down letter V. from here, we're going to start stepping the feet out side to side just to start to warm up the legs. So 1 foot at a time, step the right foot out to the right edge of the mat, step it back in. Left foot over to the left edge of the mat, step it back in for 10, 9, 8. Keep the gaze up towards the thighs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Push the ground away from you, pull the belly into the spine. Stepping it out, just as we just did for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, knees down. Spread them out nice and wide with that booty band still around those thighs, the calves. Let the thighs open up, so feel that resistance, and then we're going to find a child's pose. Shift the gaze up towards the hands. Start to roll through your tabletop. Send the hips up, downward facing dog. Come up onto the toes and just walk the feet in to meet the wrists. Booty band still around the legs. And find a nice forward fold here. So feet are about shoulder distance apart or hip distance apart. Crown is falling heavy towards the earth. We have a bend in the knees. And from here, just start to sway side to side. Let a little bit more go. Hands can fall heavy down to the earth, or you can grab opposite elbows behind the head. Or you can interlace the fingers along the base of the skull, above the neck. Shifting the weight forward into the balls of your feet. And then finding stillness. Left hand lowers down to the earth. Bend into that left knee, straighten through the right leg, but be mindful not to lock out the right knee. We don't want to hyperextend. Blow the right arm up and open for a twist. Gaze will follow. Feel the belly pull into the spine so you can really twist from the hips here. And then exhale, let it go. Right hand stays on the mat, right knee bends. Straighten through the left leg, and then left arm will reach up and open for your twist. Spine is long here. Use your inhales to create a little more length through the spine. Use your exhales to twist a little bit deeper. And then exhale to unwind. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Rise to stand. Let's check in with our shoulders here. Let's just check in with our whole mountain pose. So we have our feet grounded down into the mat, working our way up. Pelvis tucks, belly pulls into the spine, shoulders roll down, shoulder blades are pulling down the back together. Step the feet out if they're not already about hip distance apart. We're going to take a nice wide chair pose here. So we start to feel the resistance turn on with that band around the shins. And then exhale, send the booty back and then down. So we want the knees to stay over the ankles here. Hands can come to heart center. So again, weights in the heels, belly's pulling into the spine, pelvis is tucked, but that booty, instead of just going down low, because when we go just down low, we have the knees past the toes. We don't want that. We want to send it back and then sit it down. So just holding here. Should feel things firing up in the legs. And then we're going to swing the arms back, come up onto the toes. Keep that nice low posture here. Keep the belly pulling in. Feel that fire. A good kind of fire. Exhale, lower the heels down, forward fold. Heel toe the feet back in so you feel a little less resistance. And then sweep the arms up. But before you do, lower the band down into the instep area of the foot. So in the middle of the foot, beneath the foot. So now the band is wrapped around your feet, in the middle of your feet. Inhale to rise up. And then we'll find that one-legged mountain from our mountain pose where we just were. So belly's pulling into the spine. Stabilize into the left foot here, bend into the right knee, come up onto the right toes. So now you can start to feel what you need to do with that left leg to find that control. Left knee is slightly bent, right knee bends, and inhale it up into the belly. From here, we'll pause for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it down, shake it out. Right foot will ground into the mat. Right knee will bend. Bend into the left knee, come onto the left toes, and then adjust the right foot from there. So maybe you need to grip down into the toes a little bit, and you can already feel it that you need that stability. On an inhale, left knee into the belly, toes are flexed, not only to keep that band on our feet, but to protect our ankle. And then 10, 9, drawing the thigh up towards the ceiling, the top of the thigh here, the quadricep. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Arms frame the ears. Shoulders pulled down, shoulder blades pull together. Chair pose. Heel toe the feet out a little bit to find that deep resistance. Sit the booty back and then down. Belly's pulling in to the spine here. You're feeling it in a good way. Hands come down to heart center. Keep that booty nice and low. And then we're going to step our feet out just as we've already done. Right foot back in, left foot. 8, 7, 6. Keep that seat low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale back in through center. Exhale to forward fold. Release the band off the feet. Find a nice forward fold here. Take a few breaths here. Maybe you reach the hand around the ankles and draw the crown down towards the earth. Maybe you shake the head yes or no. And then grab that booty band. I call it a booty band, by the way, because that's what this is, a Turn It Up brand booty band, and that's what they call it. But obviously we're using it for multiple things today. And bring it up. I'm obviously struggling. Onto the upper arms above the elbows. And then plant the hands, bend in the knees so deeply that you can plant the hands and step back, find your high plank. Come down onto your knees a moment just to set this up. We want the shoulders over the elbows, over the wrists. When we're in our high plank, we want to push into the hands, round through the shoulders, pull the belly into the spine. We really want to push the ground away from us. So rather than dipping the shoulders in, like I'm doing, the shoulder blades in, we want to push them and round through them. We want to keep our gaze at our triangle. So what I mean by that is if our hands were the base of a triangle, the top point is where we want to keep our gaze. So whenever I say that, that's what I mean as far as archery is concerned today. So we're going to find that high plank. Come up onto the toes. Again, belly's pulling into the spine. Heels are lifted. And just like we've already done, we're going to walk the hands outside to side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Find that high plank. Stay, stay, stay. Exhale, lower the knees down. Bring the band under the palms, just like we did with our feet. So they're wrapped around the hands. They come underneath the palms in the fatty, meaty part of our middle of our palm. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Step up, high plank. And we're going to step it out again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the hips up, release the band, downward facing dog. From here, right foot will step forward between the hands. So draw that right knee towards the nose, round through the shoulders, create space. Step it in between, adjust as you need to. Booty band, comes under the right foot, into the sole and the instep area. And then we'll keep a hold of it with the right hand, and then we'll turn our back foot out for warrior two foundation here. So our back foot turns parallel to the short edge of the mat. I'm going to turn so I can face you guys actually. And then we have this band on the instep of the right foot. From here, we'll lift our shoulders, stacking them, almost like we do an extended side angle. The elbow will stay on top of the thigh. The band will come to the inside of our hand, the palm, and then we'll do bicep curls for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause there. Belly still pulling into the spine just as you normally do for warrior two. This time, turn the back toes forward like a high crescent lunge. Let that left hand come down to the earth, preparing for a twist, but not quite going there. And then we're going to drive up rows. So we're going to draw the elbow back towards the hip, allowing the arm to stay into the body, grazing the side of our body with that right hand, engaging the tricep for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that band go, windmill up, warrior two. Take a few breaths here, gazes out over those front fingertips. Star pose. Exhale to hinge at the hips, forward fold. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway. Inhale to rise up all the way. Open back up to that warrior two. This time, straighten through the right leg. Grab your booty band with the right hand. Keep it on the base of that foot. And find your triangle pose, or at least your triangle feet here. So inhale to rise up. Extend the left arm from the left shoulder. Tilt like you're tilting into your triangle, stacking the shoulders. But this time we're going to pulse up with that booty band for 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel those obliques stabilize. 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, windmill down, release the band, step back, find your high plank, shift forward 2 inches, move through your vinyasa. Exhale to your downward facing dog. I'm going to turn around and prepare for that on the other side. So left foot will step between the hands. Take a moment here to set up your booty band underneath the foot. Turn that back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat and establish that foundation of those warrior two feet. So your front heel is in alignment with the back instep. You've got this nice 90-degree bend with the left knee. Left knee is over the ankle, not past the toes, so sit it back. Thighs are energetically pulling towards one another. Slide the fingertips in first, bringing the band to the inside of the palm, allowing that thumb to close over it if you're a little bit nervous about it sliding. Stack the shoulders. Belly pulls into the spine. Elbow onto the thigh. Find that curl for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn those back toes forward. You can switch the grip here and find an overhand grip. Right hand comes down to the mat. Propelling up off the back toes, you still have that nice bend and that left knee. We're pulling that fist up to the left armpit, shoulder area, allowing that elbow to lift. So again, if you look up here, we're finding a row. So the arm hugs into the side body as the elbow lifts, and we feel that engagement on the back side of our arm. And we'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the band. Star pose. Open up. Reach behind, interlace the fingertips. Start to pull that gripped fingertip down the backside, opening your heart. Inhale to pull the tops of the arms towards one another. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Lift that binded grip up and over the head. Weight is still shifting forward into the balls of your feet. Finding a nice deep opening here. Release the hands, bring them underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale it out. Back foot can stay where it is. Turn those left toes out forward. And rise up to your warrior two. Release the band. Inhale, straighten through that left leg. Right arm extend from the right shoulder. So we're moving into our triangle variation here. So the shoulders will stay stacked, but take that bottom hand and reach down and find that grip of the band. Keep the shoulders stacked. Keep that right arm reaching. Root down into the feet. Energetically pull the legs towards one another as we rotate up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Gaze goes up if that's okay. Otherwise, look at those front toes. 5, 4. I think we're doing 1 extra. 2, maybe 2 extra. 1. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale to windmill the arms down. You can step out of that band to step back to your high plank. Move through your vinyasa. Take a couple breaths here. And then fill up on a deep inhale. Open the mouth, sigh, let it go. One more time, deep inhale. Let it go. Gaze towards the hands, bent into the knees. Use your exhale to travel you to the top of the mat so you can jump to the top of the mat. You can walk to the top of the mat. You can take your time getting to the top of the mat. Before you do, inhale and exhale to arrive. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then bend over just to grab your booty band. Slide it onto the arms, this time above the elbows. So somewhere in the forearm or around the wrist. That doesn't have to be perfect. Start to bring that band tight around the arms by stretching the arms out about shoulder distance apart here, reaching out in front of you. Inhale, sweep the arms up to frame the ears. So really pull the shoulder blades together behind you. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Really pull the biceps. Try to get them behind the ears here. So now we're feeling a really deep, beautiful opening in the chest space. We're starting to really feel ourselves open up. And this band, this resistance on the band, is really kind of controlling our urge to open the arms a little bit wider and to not get so deep into these chest muscles. So just take a couple breaths here. Shoulders are still pulling down. Belly's pulling into the spine. Pelvis is tucked, so we have a nice strong foundation from our toes up to our fingertips. And then we're gonna push out from opposite directions for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Bend at the elbows. Bring the hands behind you. Pull the elbows towards one another and just find a nice stretch here throughout the triceps. So you can interlace the fingers like I'm doing. You can kind of release the band here. Really pull the elbows up and behind. And then exhale to release. So go ahead and forward fold at the hips to grab that booty band and bring it back onto the legs. Around the shins again, or even actually closer to the ankles this time. We're going to step out nice and wide. You can turn on your mat if that's all right, whatever works for you. And then we're going to find a nice wide leg stance here. Toes will turn out. We're moving into a goddess squat. So just like we do with our chair pose, we tuck the pelvis, the belly pulls into the spine. I'm so strong right here. Then I'm going to send the booty back and then down. So you're already probably feeling those thighs turn on. Hands are heart center. Hands go from heart center up to goddess, elbows here. Shoulder blades are pulling together. Still tuck that pelvis, pull that belly in. We're going to squat it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise, let it go. Take a breath. Turn the toes forward. Sit that booty back and down again. Walking it out for 10, 9, 8. Stabilize through the core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. If you turned on the side of your mat, turn back to the front of your mat. We're going to step the feet in to meet each other. Right foot will stay here planted. Left foot will step back about 2 to 3 feet. From here, we're going to find a kickback. So almost like we're reaching for standing split, but there's no way we're going to get there because we have this resistance band. But we can still work against the resistance to lift that left leg. Starting to feel that standing leg fire up. Keep that bend in the right knee. And then we'll pause for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Toes flex down to the earth. 3, 2, 1. Release the left foot to meet the right. Set the right leg back and out about 2 to 3 feet, just like you do in your pyramid. Pause here a moment. And then we'll roll off the right toes, lifting the right leg, toes flex down to the earth, finding that standing split. Bend into the left knee. Feel yourself squeeze the glutes at the top of your pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, right foot to meet the left. We're almost done. This time, shimmy that band off the left foot. Bring it to the bottom of the right foot. Step the right foot forward, step the left foot back in a crescent lunge. Inhale to rise up, bringing the band with you. Front raises. So check in with your knee. We want the knee over the ankle again. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, nice and slow. Lower down, release it. Step the left foot in to meet the right. Band goes under the left foot. Find that overhand grip. Step it back for that crescent lunge. Onto the right toes, right heel is lifted. Nice 90-degree bend in that left knee. We're not compromising these solid foundational postures here. And then front raise for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release it down. Right foot steps in to meet the left. From here, find a nice forward fold. Heel toe the feet to the outside edges of your mat. Send the hips down. Malasana. And bring the booty band with you as we lower down onto our backs. Take a moment here to just catch your breath before we finish out with a little bit of core. So bend into the knees so you can reach that band back around the calves, the fatty part of your calves, or the meaty part, I should say, and the shins. Pelvis is tucked as you glue the lower back to the mat. Bring the shins up parallel to the ceiling, keeping the knees bent at 90 degrees. Flex the toes towards the face. Start to spread the thighs so you start to feel that resistance turn on. Again, lower back is glued to the mat. Hands are gently at your sides. And we're going to lower down our toes to toe tap onto the mat for 10. Keep the thighs spread nice and wide to keep that resistance. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Keep that band right where it is. We have one more move, and then we will totally relax in Shavasana. So this time we're going to lift our shoulders. Keeping those thighs spread nice and wide, we're going to bring those shins up parallel to the ceiling. Again, we're going to flex the toes to our face. This thigh is spread as wide as we possibly can. Hands go behind the head. Lift the shoulders and pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. Release the band. You're already on your back. Splay out the feet. Splay out the arms. Close the eyes. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Release the jaw if it's clenched. Don't let that negative self-talk come in here right now. Release any control of breathing and just totally relax. If staying here on your back feels really good for you right now and you just want to continue the Shavasana, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, take a moment to stretch the arms up overhead, bend into the knees, and roll over onto a side. Take a moment to send yourself gratitude for finding your inner strength today, finding your physical strength, finding the edge of your comfort zone to find growth and to prove to yourself that you can do what you set out to do. Keeping the eyes closed, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Take a moment with the hands at heart center. Connect the thumbs to your heart space. Recognize that within you is strength and power. Recognize that externally you have strength and power. Recognize that there are no limitations because you just continue to grow, you continue to expand, you continue to elevate, and your mind, that negative self-talk, should not get in the way of all your potential. Know that at the edge of your comfort zone is your growth. And know that you can do anything you try. Maybe not the first time, but you are capable. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in your practice today. Thank you for finding your strength and for sweating it out with that band. The light in me honors, loves, and appreciates the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys very much. And if you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like and subscribe or comment below, because this helps me know that you like the content that I'm putting out for you, so I will continue to do so. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks so much.